Hi there guys, so this week's video Hi there guys, so this week's video is going to be on my three sort of biggest takeaways or my biggest points of learning on the client shoot that I did for Brunton over the past week. So recently Brunton was hired to sort of like host and film and stream a live stream event for a business coach, and he hired me to do the behind the scenes shooting and basically shoot a vlog for him while he was too busy doing other stuff. So I will leave links to that video, but this video, what I wanted to talk about here is what I personally learned just from that experience, because I think that it's important in terms of my growth. So the first point was actually I need to improve my assertiveness in a professional setting. So something that I found straight off the bat is that I'm sat there, everybody's got their job, and I'm there to shoot the behind the scenes vlog. So basically I need to say to people, hey, do you mind if I get a talking head right now? Or do you know what, I think the vlog needs a passage of time, so I think I'm going to, I needed to be clear on what I was doing. And when it came times for talking heads, for Brunton talking to camera, for Brunton's client to be talking to the camera, all that sort of stuff, I kind of found myself hesitant and as if I was going to somehow trouble them by saying, hey, do you mind if I just get that shot of you speaking to the camera? Or, do you know what, actually, do you mind sitting over there just because then you'd be on the third? It's all that sort of stuff. Something that I think will come with time is just feeling more comfortable in terms of directing people about, because I was hired to do that, so I need to become more comfortable in terms of like, do you know what, I actually need you over there, and that's not going to work for me, and just that sort of thing, rather than sort of waiting and hoping that they sort of move into position somehow by themselves. So yeah, that was the first thing, just being more assertive and being like, actually, I need you over there. So the second thing that was actually probably the most important thing that I learned was the value in the pre-production work that I put in. I had in fact, I'll grab it. I got my notebook. This notebook, I love this notebook. I got it from, doesn't matter where I got it from, it's not paid promotion, but shout out to Chris Edwin. So yeah, I literally, in preparation for planning the vlog, I went through and I did, like opening scene, second scene, all this sort of stuff. And the reason why I did this, which I didn't actually see its value until I was on the day and I'd already done it, was because I was only paid to be there 4 hours, right? Like, that's the agreement. You're here for 4 hours, you get all those shots during that time. And during that time, there's also, the actual event going on. So if I hadn't have like planned out what I needed, if I thought of something afterwards, or I was like, oh, do you know what, actually, doing the shot like this would make it better, it's too late, the moment's gone. So in the interest of not wasting anybody's time, it's very important for me to be like, no, I know what I need. So I need an opening shot, I need an you know what I mean? I need an introduction to the scene, and it's like knowing all of that stuff before I actually start shooting was really helpful, because as you can see, well, I mean, I don't know if you can, but I went through and I ticked everything off. I was like, yep, got that, and kind of went through and like knowing exactly what I needed, like match cut. Knowing exactly what I needed was crucial in terms of not wasting people's time, because I'm not stood there in the moment, sort of making my mind up like, oh, what do I think would look best here? It's like, no, I've already got my plan, and I'm not going to be wasting other people's time who actually have more important things going on. So yeah, that was my second point. And my third one was the importance of planning what equipment to bring. So I did it on 2 days. I did it on Wednesday, which was the dry run, and I did it on Friday, which was the actual event. And on Wednesday, I was like, yep, got everything in my camera bag, you know, like charged up my batteries, that sort of stuff. But when I got there and I'd like sat down and started editing, I was like, right, where's my card reader? And I realised I'd like completely left it, because I've started keeping some of my excess gear. Like, I actually have gear now, and so I can't just keep it all in this bag. It's got to go. It's got to go somewhere a little tidier. So, with it being on the shelf and not in my bag, I'm so used to everything being in my bag that I completely forgot to bring a card reader. And if it turned out that I'd been hired by somebody who wasn't also a videographer, they wouldn't have had a spare card reader, and then I would have just filled up my card in the first half of the first day, and then I would have basically have failed at the job that I'd been hired to do because I couldn't film anymore. So on Wednesday night when I got back, I was like, right, that can't happen again. So I actually made a list, once again, in the book. Shout out Chris, honestly, love this book. And basically said, I need all these things. I need a charged phone and all this sort of stuff. And it once again sort of readjusted my priorities the night before, the day before, in terms of the preparation before the actual event. Because I quite often, as you've seen on the channel, you know, before, it's very quick, you know, like spur of the moment. Oh, we're going to Bristol today. Oh, we're going to Southampton today. Oh, I'm going to shoot a sunrise. And I just go, and I just sort of film everything. But I can't have that mentality when it comes to a bigger project. So I need to prioritise, you know, making sure that I've got everything, that I don't. So I think the theme which is coming through all these points is that a lot more thought goes into these things. And the more thought that goes in, the better the finished product looks. Because I could see the whole time, usually when I'm filming, take for example, if I take shooting another sunrise with Brunton, where I just sort of went along, filmed everything, did everything, you know, I didn't know what the finished product was going to look like, and I didn't have an aim there. I was just sort of capturing what was going on. But when it comes to carrying someone else's narrative and trying to display specific things that they've asked you to incorporate into a video, it really, really helps to have the clarity moving forward. If I can give any sort of advice or tips, is think about what you're doing before you do it, and don't be afraid to be confident in the knowledge that you actually know what you're doing. Because I'd done that pre-production work, I knew what needed to be doing, so it was just a case of executing my plan. So yeah, that's it. Link to the actual vlog that I shot will be in the description, and yeah, see you next week. I really want to get out of my room, but we're getting close. We're getting closer. See you next week. So for me,